Hey there, we are live from Midtown Comics Times Square. I am Henry, I'm here with V,
Hello!
and we are here to do a very cool unboxing. We've got the Super Street Fighter V Chun-Li and Akuma figures from Storm Collectibles. These figures are amazing, and I am super excited because I'm a big Street Fighter fan.
Oh.
So I'm really happy to see some really fantastic figures coming from a virtual realm.
I honestly haven't played the latest one that came out as of recently, but I was really big on the old school Street Fighter games. But, you know.
It's a fantastic franchise. I've always loved it, and I love that the way that they have evolved with the times. It's really become a premier fighter, standing at the top as one of the best fighting games in the video game world, which is impressive because they've been around for years and years, I mean decades of history. But let's dig into these figures featuring two of the most iconic Street Fighter characters. So both boxes are the same, so we only really need to do a turnaround once. But we're going to take a look, and you'll see that we've got the nice window box here, which shows you either Chun-Li or Akuma. Then if we flip it around to the side, you'll see that there's nice detailing featuring the game art, which I think is very nice, very simple, very classy. And then the back, which shows off a variety of different poses of the different characters. And what I like is that they always take with fighting figures, it's always good because they always show off all their in-game poses.
Of course.
And it's nice because, you know, you got the game art, it's easy reference for the developers to do this. Very cool. And then we've got, once again, just the paneling. So we're going to start off, we're going to open up Chun-Li first.
Cool. You can already see that she comes with a lot of hands and
She comes
two
with
faces, I believe.
Oh yeah, she comes with a whole bunch of stuff, which I'm super excited about. And what I love here, and this always makes me happy, because you know sometimes you have to go through like 7 layers of boxing, and you have to have a blade with you have to cut open all these different parts. This is just very straightforward. It's got a plastic seal, and the figure is already set. No cutting, no nothing. You just pick up the plastic and your figure is there, so you don't have to feverishly work at the box in order to get out Chun-Li. And she's ready. She is there to stand, and she looks fantastic.
She's really sturdy too, like nothing.
Oh yeah, no, that is one thing you can always say about Chun-Li. The nice thing is she's Chun-Li is notorious, of course, for having incredible leg strength, and what I like about that is that it allows, yeah, and what always makes for a really stable figure, which is great. And so she looks really good. I really like this, and one of the things I actually like about this that you can't see in a video is I like the texture. I like the way that the figure feels. It's got a nice coating to it. It is a very nice collectible, and I really dig that. So
we have the same bracelets.
yeah. And she really is cool. She comes with a lot of different effects. This is awesome. Okay, so this is super cool. If you, of course, Chun-Li, anybody who knows the game knows Chun-Li is known for her kicks. And one of the things I think is really awesome here is that they actually include a little slip for her foot. So you can actually replicate her kicks and the animation that goes with it. That is awesome. That is super cool, super easy, and you see that I have to hold it, but you guys don't have to because it does actually include a stand. So, good opportunity to pull that out.
Always a sucker for stands, man. It's a nice base too. I mean, it's the same as the logo as you guys can see right here, but that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and what I like, once again, everything just comes out right away. You just snap it in, and it's actually got some dexterity to it. Ooh, very cool. It clicks. That's awesome. And oh man, this is cool. I'm excited about the stand. It's got a grip. So if I let go, it springs in. So that means that no matter what you put into the grip, it's going to be able to grab onto it. And I think that's super cool. And let's
yeah, I get really annoyed whenever the stands are like kind of flimsy, like whenever like you put a figure on the hook and like it always just stays like that. It makes it really easy to pop out, but this clearly like locks immediately.
Well, this is, and it's really cool because, so you see she's now floating in the air. That's because it's actually got a grip and it's got little notches on it.
Yeah.
So you can actually put the figure up in the air, which is great because Street Fighter, obviously, is going to be a lot of aerial maneuvers. Oh man, she's got some good articulation. This is awesome.
You gotta add the effect, man. Gotta add the effect. Boom.
So that's awesome. That is so easy to do.
Pretty dope.
That's really cool. That's a really awesome figure. And this is just the base. We haven't even like done anything with the alternate body parts.
Yeah, right.
There are a couple different heads here. We'll show these off. Get a nice good look at those, which are really cool. And what I like is Storm Collectibles has done a really good job of actually capturing the art of Street Fighter V, because the art of the game has evolved over time, and Street Fighter V is now rather stylized, definitely, but it has a realistic texture to it. So I think that they do a really good job of capturing the modern art style of the games.
I mean, one thing to appreciate is that whenever, you know, some figures come with swappable heads, some of them don't look as cool as others, but all three look fantastic.
This is cool.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, she's got a little energy blast. I mean, I could mess around with this for a while.
Oh my god.
She's got a little energy blast that you can wrap around her wrist. Just like that. She comes with two of them, one for each wrist, and they actually have little holes in it so you can put the, you know, her studded bracelets through it. That's awesome, and that is me literally not even getting into all the alternate hands, and there's additional extra pieces. So already I'm super sold. The Chun-Li figure is $64.99, and wow, there's a lot to enjoy in this figure.
Yeah, for everything you get, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
But
So
we're
now-
not done yet.
Yeah, let's crack open Akuma. Another fantastic fan favorite character, very different play style.
Very.
But man, he is imposing. Now because he's so big,
That was really easy to pop out.
yeah, really easy. He's a little bit more. He's $69.99, but you're getting it in muscle mass
Oh my
because
God.
Akuma is ripped, which I think is super cool. And of course, this is Street Fighter V Akuma, hence the additional hair going on here.
He's thick, man. Jeez.
This is a brolic dude. Like he'll mess you up.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a lot of texture within his outfit as well. I mean, you can see the little ripples here on his pants as well as on his top. That's sick, man. Check out the belt.
Yeah, I like
Look at
they
that. Pops off,
captured
too.
the rope effect very nicely.
That's really dope.
Very cool, very old
Pops back
school.
in really easy. Look at the beads. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that too.
Of course, he's got to have his giant bead necklace.
This is very nostalgic for me right now, man. Wow. He's a little taller also.
Yeah, but he should be. You know, he's Akuma,
Yeah.
and I mean, he's just a big, beefy dude, and I really like that. And I also like. So here's the thing for me, and maybe you guys relate to this, but I actually get frustrated a lot of the time when you have a figure that has a lot of hair because it impedes the articulation. It makes it difficult for them to actually move. What I like here is that they actually have a rubbery texture to his hair, so you can see how I'm moving it around. It allows for his head to still retain full articulation, and that's a really important thing to me because I mean, it's like you're Michael Keaton Batman. You know, you don't want a figure that has to be like this all the time. You want a figure that can have a full range of motion,
Right.
and it doesn't sacrifice that, despite his design, which I think a lot of fans maybe would have a concern about.
Right. Especially for a Street Fighter figure. Like, you gotta put him in some cool poses.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And it looks like he comes with a lot of extra stuff too.
Oh, yeah. He comes with 2 swappable heads as well.
And those, it looks like they're faces. So his face, he can do like a Nicolas Cage and like have a face off, which is awesome.
Oh, my God.
Let's see if I can. Whoa, this is really horrifying to try to rip off a man's face. I'll just let you know. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Akuma got a facelift. And he's looking so young. I mean, look at those tight cheekbones. This is actually really cool because it's that rubbery texture. You can actually just pop that out, pop that in. Super easy.
With a lot of figures, whenever you're switching out the face or the head, like, you always gotta worry about scratching the paint off. Not with this figure.
No, not at all, which is really cool. And then it's right back in,
That's awesome.
which is awesome. And there's his face. Plus, because it's a face, you could just have somebody like holding up his face and be like, ah! I mean, that's more Mortal Kombat than a Street Fighter, but you know.
He comes with a few effects as well.
Yeah.
See, the paint applications on these are pretty dope too. I love whenever it's see-through like that also. Like, not too see-through, but just...
Right, it's got a light translucency effect.
Yes.
I actually like it looks like they applied different paints to this as well. So it actually looks like it's got a fiery texture to it.
Yes.
Which I think is great. It really helps elevate the character and make it look fantastic.
Comes with these two as well.
Of course, so he can be like, have fire coming off of him.
I love the hue on these, man. Check that out. Like, the way it just switches from purple to pink is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know, just like the Chun-Li figure, he comes with the stand. He comes with the alternate hands. You can see he's got a whole bunch of them right here. We didn't even get into it with Chun-Li, but that's because there's so much on these guys. But they really are fantastic. Like I said before, Chun-Li is only $64.99, and Akuma is $69.99, but you're only paying for that extra muscle mass,
man.
which is super awesome. And they are amazing figures, and Storm Collectibles has really knocked it out of the park.
As always.
As always, these are really amazing. And so if you're looking to get into the Street Fighter V line, maybe you haven't picked up any of the figures yet, this is a great thing to look into, to check out. I'm going to be anxiously awaiting the release of Cammy, because Cammy's my main from Street Fighter. I've got a nice Cammy statue at home. I love Cammy. So I'm super excited for this line to grow and expand, and hopefully you guys come by and pick them up.